FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
So there's this dichotomy in the book of perfect girls, starving daughters, which was actually a title that my father came up with, who is in the audience. Go, Dad. And it ended up, originally it was just sort of a title, and then the more that I processed the huge amount of information that I was, processing, because as I say in the book, once you start to look at the issue of women and their bodies, you end up looking at the entire universe. You're looking at hip hop and sports and spirituality and college, and there's sort of no end to it. But I found that this idea of a perfect girl, starving daughter dichotomy really helped me frame it. And I sort of talk about that the perfect girl is really the external part of all of us, the part that is striving to be everything to all people. And I specifically talk about that I think this generation of women is not comfortable just being pretty. She also wants to be pretty and brilliant and an amazing athlete and saving the world. So as the doors have been opened up to us, the amount of pressure we've put on ourselves to achieve as we walk through all those doors has just grown and grown and grown. And then the starving daughter piece is this internal part of us that is, really the wise part of us, the part that's connected to our internal wisdoms, connected to our body's needs and desires. This is the part that says, I need a nap, or, I'm hungry, or I'm full, or I want a hug from my mom. So these two parts of us are constantly at war. There's kind of this dichotomy where the starving daughter is saying, slow down, I'm exhausted, and the perfect girl is saying, mount up, we gotta go accomplish some more. And it's a really destructive thing for most young women. And this has actually been the part that I've gotten the most emails about from young women who have read my book. They seem to really connect with this idea, and it kind of names something that they have experienced a lot of, which is thrilling to me. So I'm going to read a piece of The Perfect Girl and a piece of The Starving Daughter to give you a sense of those two sort of halves. Perfect girls feel we could always lose 5 more pounds. We get into good colleges, but are angry if we don't get into every college we applied to. We're the captains of the basketball teams, the soccer stars, the swimming state champs with boxes full of blue ribbons. We win scholarships galore, science fairs and knowledge bowls, spelling bees and mock trial debates. We are the girls with anxiety disorders, filled appointment books, 5-year plans. We take ourselves very, very seriously. We are the peacemakers, the do-gooders, the givers, the savers. We are on time, overly prepared, well-read, and witty, intellectually curious, always moving. We are living contradictions. We are socially conscious, multi-culti, and anti-corporate, but we still shop at Gap and Banana Republic. We listen to hip-hop, indie rock, and country on our iPods. We are the girls in hooker boots, wife beaters, and big earrings. We make documentary films, knit sweaters, and DJ. We are social smokers, secretly happy that the cigarettes might speed up our metabolisms, hoping they won't kill us in the process. We pride ourselves on getting as little sleep as possible and thrive on self-deprivation. We drink coffee, a lot of it. We are on birth control, Prozac, and multivitamins. We do strip aerobics, hot yoga, go 5 more minutes than the limit on any exercise machine at the gym. We are relentless, judgmental with ourselves and forgiving to others. We never want to be as passive-aggressive as our mothers, never want to marry men as uninspired as our fathers. We carry the old world of guilt, center of families, keeper of relationships, caretaker of friends, with a new world of control and ambition, rich, independent, powerful. We are the daughters of feminists who said, you can be anything, and we heard, you have to be everything. We must get A's, we must make money, we must save the world. We must be thin, we must be unflappable, we must be beautiful. We are the anorexics, the bulimics, the overexercisers, the overeaters. We must be perfect. We must make it look effortless. A starving daughter lies at the center of each perfect girl. The face we show to the world is one of beauty, maturity, determination, strength, willpower, and ultimately accomplishment. But beneath the facade is a daughter, starving for attention and recognition, starving to justify her own existence. The starving daughter within annoys us, slows us down, embarrasses us. She is the one who doubts our ability to handle a full-time job and full-time school. She gets scared, lonely, homesick. She drinks too much, cries too loud, is nostalgic and sappy. When neglected, she seeks comfort in cookies, coffee, ice cream, warm bread, transgressions that make the perfect girl in us angry. The starving daughter emerges in midnight confessions, a best friend's sudden tears, a sweet mate buried in mountains of covers, shades drawn, eating ice cream in the middle of the day and watching Buffy reruns in the dark. Starving daughters are full of self-doubt. We don't want to worry so much about making other people happy, but feel like we can never say thank you enough times, never show enough humility, never help enough, never feel enough shame. We feel guilty, we fear conflict, we are dramatic, sensitive, injured easily. We are clinging to all kinds of attachments that in our minds we know we should let go of, but in our bodies we feel incapable of relinquishing. We are self-pitying, sad, even depressed. We are tired of trying so hard all the time. We feel like giving up. We feel hopeless. We want love, acceptance, happy endings, and rest. We wish that we had faith that we weren't ruled by our heads and could live in our hearts more often. We want to have daughters, little girls who will love us unconditionally. We steal small things such as candy bars and bras that make us feel special for just a moment. We try to fill the black holes inside of us with forbidden foods. We never feel full. We always feel cold. We starve for a God. We don't like to talk about this part of ourselves. Our whole lives, we've received so much affirmation for the perfect part that the starving daughter part feels like an evil twin. Sometimes we can even convince ourselves that the sadness, self-doubts, and hunger don't exist, that we like to be this busy, that we like to eat small, unfulfilling portions or work out constantly. For a while. But then the phone doesn't ring when we want it to, or we get passed over for a job or a fellowship. Then the starving daughter makes herself known like an explosion. We collapse from exhaustion or pick fights with our boyfriends or families, or sob inside the locked bathroom stall. Some girls experience their deep sadness in going on binges, food or alcohol, sleeping all day, sleeping around, buying a lot of clothes they don't need, ignoring professional or relational opportunities, dropping out of the race altogether. We get mono and can't move for weeks. We hate losing control. We hate being wimps. We fight these breakdowns, but the starving daughter emerges, young and scared and sick of our shit. Young women struggle with this duality. The perfect girl in each strives forward. The starving daughter digs in her heels. The perfect girl wants excellence. The starving daughter calm and nurturance. The perfect girl takes on the world. The starving daughter shrinks from it. It is a power struggle between two forces, and at the center, almost every time, is an innocent body.